Hello, everybody. I'm Sasha, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite movies. It was one that my mom introduced me to, and this movie is The Iron Giant. As well as I may be talking about the book as well. I'll talk about the book as well. So, Iron Giant. Well, what the movie is about is. Let's do the movie first. Actually, I think I'm gonna. Which one do I want to talk about first? Do I want to talk about the book first or the movie first? I know the book came first, but do I want to talk about the movie or the book first? Let's just do the book first, okay? We'll get to the movie in a moment. So the book, The Iron Giant, originally titled The Iron Man, but when this book came to the U.S., I think that's what happened. When it came to the U.S., they titled it The Iron Giant because they didn't want to confuse it with Marvel's Iron Man or something like that. Written by Ted Hughes. Iron Giant, the book, is about a. So, yes, we all know the story of the Iron Giant if we've watched the movie, I'm sure. You know, he fell from the sky, crash landed on Earth. But in this case, it's been causing some but it doesn't know that. And then they decide to trap it, the whole townspeople, and but then things kind of change when I can't believe I'm gonna say this. A strange space dragon bat is coming down from the sky. It's coming down from space to get them, and they need help from the Iron Giant. I know, the way I explained it is kind of confusing. So yeah, by the way, this is how thick the book is. I got this book from Second and Charles. I had to get it because I liked Iron Giant. I loved Iron Giant. It was a good movie. But the book, I mean, when I read this book, it took me about a day, I want to say, to finish. Because, see, it's not that big. But, yeah. I will say I was not expecting the story to be like how it was. I was expecting something differently. I was expecting, like how the movie is. I was expecting this to be exactly like the movie was. Or I don't know. But it was kind of strange, with the dragon bat kind of creature coming from space. I don't know. And then the Iron Giant has to, and they need help from the Iron Giant. I don't know. I thought, that's an interesting concept, but honestly, I thought it would be a little different. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad book. So if you have kids and they don't like to read, this is a good book to get them. It's good artwork in it as well. Like, look at that. Yeah, cannons blasting. Here, let me. Okay, here. Space dragon, whatever they call it. See, he's reading the newspaper where the space dragon is coming nearer. Hang on, let's see if I can get one with the giant. Here we go. There's the giant eating a chain like spaghetti, like it actually says in the book. Yeah, but anyway, let me get another picture of the giant. Oh, here's one of my favorite pictures of the giant. Or definitely, I think my most favorite picture of the giant in the book. Yep. I know, the giant looks nothing like the giant on the cover because they used the movie cover, and yes, I think they did it with, and of course, they did it with permission. Which, hey, they should have all the rights because think about it. More publicity for the movie. Yeah. First published in '68 by Ted Hughes. Ted Hughes, he died, I think, in 1998. I don't know, I think. And then the movie, in the end credits, if you stick around for the end credits, they said, in memory of Ted Hughes. And then for Susan, I think that was, Brad Bird's sister, I think. The director. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'll explain that in a moment. But anyway, the book, I thought it was a pretty interesting story. It was much different. It's different from what I was thinking. But that's okay because I enjoyed it. I'm going to give this book 4.5. No, I'll give it 5 stars out of 5. It was a good book. If you want a book for the kids to read, there you go. I'll give it about 5 stars out of 5. Next up, we're going to do the movie. So what this movie's about, this is the signature edition. I actually found this at Walmart in a $5 bin because I had a copy of the Iron Giant. I had another copy. Actually, it was not the signature edition. But I didn't know where that was. So I wanted to get another copy of the Iron Giant, and I found this in the Walmart, $5 bin. So the Iron Giant, what this movie is about is, a giant robot crash lands on Earth, and a boy named Hogarth, yes, he wants to find him, and he does, and then he becomes friends with this giant robot, or the Iron Giant. He becomes friends with him. Yeah. And, you know what, they're just being pals, kinda just talking. He brings the giant home, and then they talk about, hey, Superman, like he pulls out a Superman comic. He's like, he started off just like you, crash landed on Earth, had no idea what he was doing, but he only uses his powers for good, never for evil. Remember that. So yeah, but then it also turns into, what is the Iron Giant? What is he? Because there are times in the movie you do see him, he's like, I don't know, he's nice, but then again you see him, he's like, he looks at a gun and he's like he turns evil or something, and Hogarth's like, hey, what's the matter? He's like, guns? Yeah, like, guns, yeah, they kill. Personally, no, I don't believe guns kill. No, guns don't kill. People kill. Which that's also why in the end credits they said for Susan, which I think that was Brad Bird's sister or something. I don't know, or someone Brad Bird knew, or I don't know. I don't remember the whole thing, but I think but they said that Susan, I think it was Susan, she was married, but unfortunately she died in the hands of her husband of gun violence. Yeah. And that's pretty much one reason why Brad Bird wanted to make this movie. It's to show, like, because the giant, technically what he is, he's actually a weapon. He's a gun. He's designed to kill. But where does it come from? Well, who knows? But that's what he is. He's a gun. But Brad Bird made this because he wants to make a movie like, hey, what if we did a film about a weapon, but it had a soul, and it didn't want to be a weapon? Like, this is a gun. He's a gun, but he doesn't want to kill. He doesn't want to be a gun, so he has a soul. What if we did that concept? So, yeah. And that, I have to say, that's a pretty interesting concept, if you ask me. And it really worked. I won't lie. Yeah. I like the cast of this movie as well. I love the story. And I love the concept. That was a good concept. I love the story. I love the music. Michael Kamen did a really good job with that. The directing was pretty well done. The cast is good. Like, we got Jennifer Aniston, Harry Connick Jr., Vin Diesel, James Gammon, Cloris Leachman, John Mahoney, Eli Marienthal, Christopher McDonald, and M. Emmett Walsh. So, yeah. Pretty good cast. M. Emmett Walsh, he recently passed away. Rest in peace. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him. I like him as an actor. Like, I liked his voice acting in The Iron Giant. I liked his acting in the Tales from the Crypt. The first season he was in. He was in the first season. one episode. He was pretty cool in Christmas with the Cranks. He was M. Emmett Walsh. He was a great actor. It's like, why does he have to go? Yeah. James Gammon, he's been dead for a while too, but I think he's a good actor. He had a cameo in Silver Bullet. He was in Major League. Yeah, Major League. He was awesome. My dad loves Major League. Cloris Leachman, yeah. John Mahoney. Yeah, I want to say a variety. Yeah, they're gone too, but don't worry. Those actors I just mentioned, they're gone, but they are not forgotten. Let's all remember those actors. Let's all remember them. Now, so yeah, I love the screenplay as well. The special features include feature-length commentaries by director Brad Bird, head of animation Tony Fusil, story department head of Lynch, and giant animation supervisor Steven Markowski. It also has the making of the Iron Giant, hosted by Vin Diesel and featuring interviews with the cast and crew. Deleted scenes, like original opening sequences and featurettes that give you an inside look into the score, character design, storyboards, and animation. Motion gallery, theatrical trailers, and more. So yeah, pretty good special features. The deleted scenes are pretty cool. Yeah. Now the theatrical version, this has the theatrical version of the movie on it. This movie, the theatrical version, is rated PG for fantasy action and mild language. The signature edition is rated PG for fantasy action, violence, language, some thematic material, and smoking. I don't know why they have to say all that, because smoking happens in both films. Like one of the characters, Kent Mansley, he's voiced by Christopher McDonald. Awesome actor. I liked him in Happy Gilmore. He's always playing the jerk, in movies. He's always playing a jerk. And he's so good at it, though. I like him in Happy Gilmore. He's a good villain. Same thing here. Yeah, it's pretty cool having him. In both movies, both versions of the movies, yes, he lights a pipe and smokes out of it. He does that in both versions, so... But you know what I mean. Yeah, but overall, great movie. I'm going to give this movie 5 stars out of 5. It was amazing. Okay, let's do a little comparison. Now, the stories are different. Obviously. Now, let's see. What do these have in common? Hogarth is actually featured in both the movie and the book. There's a giant. Let's see. A scrapyard where the giant stays. Yep. Read the book for yourself. Watch the movie later. You can do this. Come on. You could do this. Okay, so that's my little video for the Iron Giant movie and the book. If you like what you see, like and subscribe.